A lot of people in this country have become kind of fans of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, they're kind of the darling.
Yes, because I think
right
people
now
are starting to realize or even come to grips with the history of this franchise.
No one across the country will fully understand our pain.
No. Hard Knocks was good for the Lions, because it got people outside of this area to show an interest in the Lions. The way they played the end of the season was very interesting. Their coaches likable, all that kind of stuff. But Lion fans, I've never heard anybody say they're besides that they fight sometimes at Ford Field or previously the Silverdome. Lion fans, are good. I mean, they do travel a little bit. But let me ask you this. Who has the worst fan base in the NFC North? And the reason we bring this up is because Bears defensive tackle Justin Jones went on a podcast, I believe, or no, it was just his press conference, and discussed the fans of said Green Bay Packers. That's weird because I've never heard anybody question the football IQ? Knowledge of Green Bay fans.
No, I would say he's wrong there. There are certain fan bases that are, I don't want to say, more educated in terms of the football IQ than others, but they would be one that they pay closer attention to what's going on, especially with their team.
Yes.
Around the division. I wouldn't call them a stupid fan base.
No.
You know what? The lore of the franchise, the trophies named after their coach.
Yeah.
I went to the Packer game here last year, and they came across to me like a little entitled.
Oh, yeah, they're arrogant because, it's Lambeau Field.
Yeah, exactly.
We wear cheese in our heads. We're better than you.
Yep.
And you know what? For 3 decades, pretty much, they've always been better than the Lions.
I think I'm trying to think from a former player perspective. I hated going to, honestly, Minnesota more.
Really?
And listening to them. Some of it was the stupid Viking horn.
I love the Viking horn.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
No, thank you. That was part of it, but the fans were, and maybe it was because of the domed stadium, and it felt like it was just...
in the Metrodome, when you played there, yeah.
It was just a crappy environment. I loved going to Lambeau, and I never really, whether I was with the Redskins or with Detroit, never felt like they were that antagonistic. Now, I think if you're in the stands, it's a completely different story.
Right. So who has the worst fan base in the NFC North? 248-539-9797. And you could, whatever reasons you want. I mean, Bears fans, I don't care. I mean, the Cubs are cute and all that, and then there's a big Cubs town, the White Sox. It's a Bears town. I mean, the Bears.
Oh, yeah, it's a Bears town,
right?
Sure.
And you find that now with but even before the NFL completely took over, it was a Bears because they represented what they thought was the mentality of the city, just like we talked about previously. The Bad Boys represented the mentality of Detroit. The the whole Ditka thing, and even before that, I mean, Brian, Gale Sayers, all that stuff. So I don't know about their fans because I've never been to a game at Soldier Field. The ones who have come here for games, whether it be Thanksgiving or others, they've been pretty cool. At least sitting near me.
Yeah.
The Packer fans, and I get it, I understand it, but when you're trying to watch a game, and the guy's got cheese on his head next to you, it's like, oh, really? Come on, you're a grown man. Don't wear cheese on your head. But I get it. It's okay.
It's football. Come on. It's
okay.
It's about the only place you can wear cheese on you. You could dress up as a pig and go to a game.
I know.
You know that.
Oh, I do know that. Yeah.
I went and saw I think it was the 85 Bears. If not, it was the 86 team against the Lions at the Silverdome. And they had half the place.
Yeah.
And I hated them because of that when I was younger. Because it was the first time I ever experienced a fan base taking over another team's stadium, I'll just say this. When I went to the Raven game 2 years ago at Ford Field, and I compared them to the Niners fans. The Niners have good fans.
Yes.
Look, they travel, and I found them to be pretty cordial, just like the Ravens fans. I kind of did get the takeaway, almost what Jones said here. the Ravens fans and even the Niners fans seem a little more educated about football
than the Packer fans.
Yes.
I don't
maybe
know.
it was just my experience.
Right,
last
exactly.
year.
Yeah. But in terms of the most that are the ones that are the most irritating or the hated fan base, whether it's going up there or if they travel here, and I'm finally back up on Twitch. We got a couple of feedback here. Vulcan Idiot says Packers without a doubt. And then FBG25 says, at least we don't put cheese on our heads. So obviously somebody that agrees with you, Stoney.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what these other cities think of the Lions fans. They probably feel sorry for us.
That's what I mean. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we've been irrelevant for so long that now it'll be interesting to see after this year if the Lions play the way that we think that they should, going 5-1 in the division last year. What if they're able to match that this year or go 6-0 in the division? But if they get at least one win against every division opponent, it'll be interesting to see how Lions fans handle a little bit of success.
We have some ticket text. Vikings, especially now with that dang skull chant. So annoying at Ford Field. I don't think I've ever met a down-to-earth Bears fan. Bears fans easy. They are delusional and disrespectful.
I do think there's a bit of delusion in Chicago, especially right now, thinking that they're going to go from, drafting number 1 overall, which obviously they traded away.
Yes.
But to, playoff team.
Worst to first.
Worst to first. I think when you hear Bears fans talk about that, I think there's a huge delusional aspect to that.
Who do you think of these three fan bases has the most like the fight guys?
Has the most what?
The likes the fight guys.
Oh, the Lions fans.
Oh, yeah.
No, I said the other three.
Oh, the other three? My guess would be Bears fans.
I'd say that.
Yes.
So we've got the Packers. They're entitled. The Bears like to fight. And then what are the Vikings? Just annoying.
They're just mellow.
Because of the skull and the horn.
Yeah.
Went to a road Lions game against the Bears. Got heckled by drunk people the entire time. They beat us like 12-5 with David Blau. They suck. That's from Jerry. Packers fans. They sound like the Michigan fan base.
I do agree with that.
The entitlement.